Greetings, members, one and all of the Salivation Nation. It is Tuesday night, and we are live and in effect as I report to you from behind this plastic microphonic device. Hope everybody is doing well. It is Tuesday. We're expecting 2 scammers to call us. They gave me their word. They put it on their calendar. They set alarms. They told me they were going to do it. Yeah. Will they follow through? That is the big question. Will gold hit $2,500 an ounce by this Friday? That is the other question. That's something that you have the power to invoke in your opinion by answering the chat poll here. And good to see Steve LaPointe and Gold Chick Cemetery Shop. Michael K is with us tonight. Good to see all of you here. Appreciate you being here. We're going to go back in time. We dip into the afterlife. You know, the before life 10 years ago to answer a few comments from back then. That's really cool. How to test lots of silver with a rare earth magnet in one sweep. There's no other video like this on YouTube, although the creativity of this video did not translate well for the algorithm back then. But Sharp and Shiny loved the creativity. So if you get a chance, check that video out. Vegas Stacker is here. Good to see Choking Ghost, Ricky Millican. Good crowd here tonight. Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker is here. Haven't been around. Busy working, I understand. Good to see you. Glad you are here. Appreciate you coming by. I know life is busy. I hear you there. Richie Luxury is here. Silver Patriot is with us. Annie Oakley is with us tonight. All right. And Straight Silver Zero says, lots just too awesome. Or that's just too awesome. I'm glad you enjoyed that. By the way, I've got some coffee here. I'm going to take a slurp here. OTG Oracle has changed his name. Good to see OTG. Are you down with you know who? You down with OTG? You know me. He's the Oracle. And good to see the lovely Annie Oakley and Matt Hatter and Jeff Nelson is here. User says, dude, you must have had Lego as a kid. I did. I love Legos. Yes, indeed. Fun stuff. Indeed. Very cool experiment. Thank you, S Stacker. It was a fun experiment. It was really cool to do. I might even try that again. I don't know. We'll see. But all right. Stack and Prepper says, I think you just invented anti-gravity machine. Yes, indeed. I think so. It was really cool. It's fun to do. Tony Erickson is with us tonight. Good to see Tony Erickson. We've got a quote from Tony Erickson we're going to read here in a moment. Stay tuned for that. This is a great quote. You're going to hear it right here from Tony Erickson himself later in this broadcast. You don't want to miss that. Canadian Silver Vein, awesome man, nice tower. Thank you. Had fun with this one. The Silver Slacker, that was just awesome. I love the Tower of Silver Bars. No, I want one. Thanks for sharing. He definitely could build a huge tower with what he's got. Yes, indeed. And there is Dean R. is here doing their own independent investigation of the shooting. See what pops up here. We'll see what they find. Mr. Vegeta on this. We're going to get to today's and yesterday's videos here in just a moment. Mr. Vegeta, cool experiment. What is the magnet called? Neodymium. Yes, neodymium. Neodymium, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. PD Ballerina, nice silver and sweet scissors too. Yes, gotta love the scissors from time to time on the Scottsdale Silver unboxing. Now we're getting into 2 months ago. So this is one from 2 months ago, and it's just now is showing up. This is the way that the algorithm or the thing, why it doesn't show up for. Anyways, all right, very good. But let's see here. No IQ is here, by the way. So Dress for Africa says the following. The only gold I have is a 1/4 ounce. And I battle the urge to sell it every day, but I've resolved to stack upon it for my son's future. Well, Dress for Africa, good for you, because right now, at this very day, 2 months later, even though I'm just now seeing your comment, gold is up above to its all-time high again. Oh, he sold it 2 months later for slightly under spot. Oh, dang it. Oh, man, you break my heart, Dress for Africa. I wish you would have held on to it. Oh, man. All right, thank you. All right, be careful in your travels, Annie Oakley. She'll be listening, but lots going on. I hear you. Yes, indeed. Thank you, and hope all is well. Pure Silver Pursuit from the other day. This is my video on the Trump assassination and where gold and silver head from here. And it turns out my prediction was correct in this one, based off of the reaction to that event. Can somebody with more knowledge on this story confirm or deny this? But I heard that somebody spotted the guy on the roof and alerted the police, but they didn't do anything about it. Is this true? I've heard different things too, and I heard that somebody actually crawled up on the roof, an officer, and when he saw that the person had a gun, he cowered and fell back. So we just need to find out. There's still a lot of unknown details, But we do know that people spotted him and actually filmed him on the roof with the gun, which is right there is an egregious act. They should have. It should have never happened. I'll put it to you that way. It's crazy. All right. Pure Silver Pursuit also says, I saved most of my money, especially with having a summer job and living with parents still. Still, though, affording gold is hard. Also, I don't want to tie down with $2,400 when I could use that to make more money. Maybe next year I'll stick with silver until then. I understand, but there are ways to buy smaller gold pieces, especially now with premiums falling. So nickel stacking is here. Good to see you. And let's see here, Doctor Who. Miss Doctor Who is here. Good to see Doctor Who. And Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker said 30 minutes before officers saw him with a rangefinder. Yes, I tried to heard that report today. And then he went and was out of sight for a while. Astrid Saunders says, I am from the UK, and I send my condolences to the family of who lost their loved ones in the rally. I send healing and thoughts for the ones who have been injured. I hope that Trump is your president again. Melania, First Lady. Invest in gold and silver. Well said, and thank you for your well wishes. And I'm praying and wishing for the same thing for sure. All right. Very good. Glad you guys are with me here tonight. We're answering some of the comments from the broadcast. We were expecting some scammers to call me. I don't want to hype it up too much because, we've been disappointed before. We've been stood up. One was supposed to call me Friday, and I gave him a what for not calling on time. That's why I told him to write it down. Put it in your day book. Put it in your Rolodex. Do a little reminder on your phone. Set your alarm. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Edwin Tan says, good morning to you from a day ago from the Trump assassination attempt video. Thank you so much, my friend. Let's take a slurp of some coffee here. Yeah. Let's see. Let's get over here to this. We've got my gold bear bunny. A gold bear bunny. My God, I just seen about this and Trump on the news. Yes, it was a very, very tense situation. And here we've got this from Dammy 5953. The 3 female Secret Service agents, actually one of them turned out to work for different organizations, but protecting Carr after he got in was embarrassing. Looked like their first day on the job. Like you said, no one could even holster her weapon. That's right. One could not even holster their weapon. That's true. Yep. That's crazy. All right. Very good. Let's see here. A call to arms. Yes. Oh, man. Well, I don't know. That kind of saying. I mean, I think we should be well armed anyway. But I'll just leave it at that, Sir Alfred. Let's see here. For our own protection. Clink Cat says here, dollar going up, silver and gold down. Next president is Trump. Stock market will go up. We shall see. It'll be very interesting. I think it depends on if we hit a recession. We could hit a recession literally just after Trump's elected. And that may be by design, by the way, too. I don't know. Be prepared for anything in that regard, an economic front as well. Think mirror. If you know, you know. Think mirror. If you know, you know. Let's see. Yes, yeah, that's right. Michael K. I did see that. Trump made an appearance at the convention, and he did seem somewhat subdued. Yes, indeed, that's right. And let's see here. We've got to keep the content coming. And JT Coin Rings, thank you. We love JT. And thank you, sir, and I appreciate that. You were the man, and I plan on doing so. I'm very busy on the channel, but I appreciate you guys. Appreciate especially the faithful viewers that watch all my videos. It means a lot. Cody Eyes, 6491. If Trump gets in, the U.S. dollar will strengthen, and gold and silver will become cheaper. There's a lot of black pillars and silver pumpers that are pushing fear and want you to think that silver is going to the moon while the dollar crashes. We are in a giant bubble. Take your profits, sell your gold, and buy it back when gold goes back to $1,600. That is a possibility, but I don't think that no matter who wins the election that these central banks are going to be selling any gold anytime soon. But anyways. Oh, congratulations. Culture of Currency bought first ounce of gold for his dad, a kangaroo. Nice. That's exactly right. You're exactly right, Steve LaPointe. Trump needs to have bodyguards, body men that are as big, or if not bigger, than he. All right, very good. And let's see here. And we've got DD Prepper, thumbs up on this one. Thank you. Appreciate that. As we go to this comment from X Purple. He says here, please stop the propaganda. If you don't know how to see a Hollywood set with Hollywood makeup, then stop spreading the you-know-what. Well, X-Purple, I tell you what, you're the propagandist here, and that's the thing about conspiracies. I mean, there's nothing wrong with questioning. There's a lot of legitimate questions here. But you, sir, are one of those that believe it was staged by Trump, and I've seen those conspiracies go around too, and that's purely political. And exactly. You're in line with those who think that Israel did 9/11. Same type. Yep, exactly. Nope. Let's see here. Gold Napoleon is in the mail for Cemetery Shop. That's awesome. And let's see here. And now I know to unsubscribe to your pro-propaganda spewing blind eyes message, because what you were saying has nothing to do with reality. You have to get off the Hollywood bandwagon. Well, I tell you what, X-Purple, I don't think you were ever subscribed in the first place. You just happened to come across this channel. Of course, I don't know whatever it is I said about the assassination, whatever that triggered you, pun intended, but I'm glad I said it, and I'm glad you're gone. So, may the door smack you hard on the way out. You know, people say, don't let the door hit you on the way out. No, I want the door to hit you, and I want it to leave a red mark at that. All right, let's see here. Sal, if a vote can be falsified, a voter registration is easy to fake. Prior to the 2020 election, I was mailed 2 voter registrations in Tucson, Arizona. One with each residence I owned in Tucson. I was a registered voter in Tennessee, and I had already voted early when I received these registration application cards. Had I mailed them in, it could have been voted 3 times, with 1 in Tennessee and twice in Arizona, because they were different voting precincts. Yeah, that's very true. And that was just an accident. No, I agree with you. Totally on that. Very good. And let's see here. We've got ominous. Rooster, division of the nation was started back when Obama was in office. Just listen to his speech. I believe that was a turning point. I agree with that. And actually, I think there's been division even before that, too. No question. That's right. That's exactly right. Nickel stacking, that's very true. Let's see here. All right, let's see here. Oh my goodness gracious, I'm sorry, Mr. and Mrs. West Texas Stacker. Your dad passed away last Tuesday. Prayers go out to your family. Oh, that's heartbreaking. That's tough. Tough to lose a loved one, that's for sure. No question about it. Especially somebody you've known your whole life that's brought you up. It's never easy. My prayers go out to you. Handle number 7 says here the following. It certainly crossed my mind that metals may react Sunday, Monday following the recent debacle. Donald and his family have my sympathies. Disturbing times we're in. Check this out. 6 cents over spot for generic rounds. Also bought Cole Morgan's in just a couple of bucks over. Could the price drop? Sure, but I'm not waiting. If it drops, I'll buy a lot more. I wanted more gold and silver. Definitely has the upside potential at the moment. Not that I'm selling anytime soon. A way to go to take advantage. I actually did too today. May do a video about it. Yes, indeed. Let's see here. Let's see. 2 Not Somo says here. Could someone help an old duffer find the page for gold values? I can find gold futures in ETF, but what's the best source for the actual price at the moment? Kitco and TradingView. TradingView is going to give you a bid price in real time, and Kitco is going to really source. I think Kitco even sources TradingView, but it's kind of a one-stop shop to get it. Okay, here we go. They're calling right on time. I'm actually shocked. Here we go. Hello?
Hey, Jim. What's going on? It's Nick.
Nick, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing well.
You call me back. Good. I'm proud of you. This is great. Did you set an alarm?
Not an alarm, but I wrote you down when I could see you,
N-
and I made sure I was going to call you back today. So
Sweet home.
I apologize for whatever happened in the past,
Oh, that's
but
okay.
happy to connect and learn more about what you're looking for and see if we can be resourceful.
It's all sand under the bridge, Nick. That's right. Yes, that's right. Because it's really dry in the part of the country I'm at. So, the bridge I went under the other day, it had a lot of sand under it. And I thought to myself, I'm going to let Nick know about this bridge and the sand that's underneath of it.
Right on.
Yeah. Hey,
Well,
can
I'm
we
glad you
extend
did.
this? Can we extend this conversation as long as humanly possible so that we annoy MS Road 99? Is that possible? Can we do that?
Who do we annoy?
We're annoying a guy named MS Road. Just it's gonna be fun. You know what I'm saying? But I'd rather think about this conversation like a bourbon pump. Those little hand sanitizers that you get. You know what I'm saying? That they use a lot during the pandemic.
Maybe.
So you fill them up with bourbon, and that's like an antiseptic. And you just squirt that 5 times, and boom, you're clean. It's kind of like
Huh.
a gift membership. Think of it like a gift membership, sort of. That's the product I'm trying to fund. That's the product that I need to fund for this business loan. It's a bourbon pump.
Okay, so did we might have gotten on the phone another time, honestly. I
Okay.
do appreciate what you got going on.
When
I
did we?
think you're
Yeah,
a funny guy.
right. We talked before, and then you said, yeah, you were going to call me back on Friday, but it didn't happen. But here we are. So that was the time we talked before. It was all business when we talked before here today, and this is still business. This is the business. I'm getting straight to the point. We need to get this bourbon pump funded. But here's the special thing about it. It's not just any kind of bourbon pump. We're not just going to put Kentucky bourbon in this thing or even Arizona bourbon. It might be Prescott bourbon, it might be Flagstaff bourbon, but we are going to insert little tiny silver particles inside of that bourbon. What that's going to do is going to give a chemical reaction that is going to give the cleanliness a new antimicrobial factor to it that we're talking it'll kill 99.999% of all germs, not just 99.99. We're talking five nines fine germ killage, if that's even a word. Killage or death, death to the germs. That's all going to be our motto. And it's going to be called the Bourbon Death Machine. That's what we're going to be calling this bourbon. And we can get this thing on the little pump. It's going to be called the Bourbon Death Machine. And we're going to market these things. We're
All
going to
right,
start the
Tim. So what? I like where you had that. What do you want from me?
I want some cash, Muddy Buddy. And actually, if you could put it in an envelope and send it as cash, it would be great. But I would take maybe some crypto, some XRP. Maybe we could even take rubles or maybe Australian dollars. But I prefer probably United States dollars so we can pump up the jam on this. Is that possible? And I need 120,000 of them too, by the way. That's probably important to say, right? 120,000 of those dollars.
Do you own a business currently?
Yes, of course. And this is a new initiative that we need the money for, and we're going to use it to expand our business. And we're going to expand. It's going to be so expansive. It's going to be
What kind
huge
of
with a Y.
business do you run right now?
It's a manufacturing business. We have all the equipment in hand. I could actually itemize it. I could take pictures of it. I could send it all to you. It's all on the up and up, and it is too legit to quit. That means I'm encouraging my employees to not resign.
Where are you located, Jim?
Monroe,
Where are you?
Louisiana. Monroe, Louisiana. 23 Peach Street, Monroe, Louisiana. 71202 is the zip code.
What is this? Your email ty74 at aol.com. Does that work?
Close. It's not AOL. I can see how they got that mixed up. It's CompuServe.net. CompuServe.net. You know what I'm saying? You get what
I
I'm.
do not know, but
Okay.
it's COMPUSERVE
Yes,
.net.
that's a brand new up and coming ISP that we started using. They're great. They're fast. They're quick. And the old dial up 56K modem, it just rocks. But it will work on a 33.6 modem as well. So this bourbon pump, let's keep. I forgot to tell you because I just kind of had diarrhea at the mouth earlier. But let's keep this between you, me, and the bedpost. Is there a bedpost near you?
Well,
Okay. Well, if there's not, if you get near one, make sure that they don't know about it. Okay.
Jim, I don't believe a word out of your mouth, but you seem like a funny guy.
Which word don't you believe? Now I've said several words. Can you pin down which word you don't?
Any of them except for Peach Street.
Oh man, come on, man. Help a brother
That's
out.
cool. I hear you. You probably get a lot of these calls, so you're annoyed and you're a funny guy, so you throw them through the ringer like this. I'm gonna go. I've had a long day myself. I'm just doing my job.
Tell me about your name for the MS Strode Factor. Tell me about your day. Can you explain it? I'm here to listen.
I don't need you to listen about my day, but I appreciate it.
But I'm here.
We'll break out the yellow couch, and I could lay down on it.
I do counseling on the side. That's my side hustle. You need two incomes in this economy.
Sounds like you're a better talker than a better listener.
Well, I can listen. Go ahead. Try me. Go ahead. I'm all ears. Actually, I am. I do have both of my ears are completely intact. I promise. Go ahead.
Me too. I'm grateful for my ears. I'm grateful to be alive. That's the important thing. So that's that's what I want to be focusing on.
Me too.
And I'm gonna go ahead and send you an email. If you do actually want to take a look at what's out there, I'd love to help you out. It sounds like you maybe have had some, I don't know, negative experiences in the past or something.
Well, you seem like a pretty chill dude. You seem like a pretty chill dude. Are you by any chance have a THC high right now? Are you under the influence of THC at this moment in time? Because you're a pretty chill dude. I like that about you.
No, I'm not smoking. I am a chill dude. I'll take that in stride.
Sweet.
Yeah, I mean, dude, I'm just trying to make money for me and my family and give people that want money because they're going to take it from elsewhere regardless.
That's what she said.
So,
right.
I don't see where that fit in, but...
Well, it actually, think about it. You're going to take it from somewhere else. I could see her saying that. I really could. I could see her saying that. You know what I'm saying?
You know her better than I do, it seems. So.
Yeah. That's what he said. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I'm going to send that email over to you, Jim. I mean, what?
I'm ready. Now you're bored. Now I've bored you because you're about ready to yawn.
No, you haven't bored me. This is the most interesting call I've had all day. I wanted to talk earlier. Now I'm tired, and this is the last.
Why are you tired? Let's talk about this. Why are you tired? We're pulling out the MS Road Factor up big time now. Go ahead. Yeah, explain why you're tired.
It's all healthy tired.
No, there's no crime in being tired. I just want to know why. I want to know what's.
I'm not ashamed of it. Why? Because we went up at 6. We hit the gym. We worked for 4 hours. We went on a run. Walked outside for an hour. Came back, worked more. Now it's 6. And I'm tired and hungry.
Okay, what kind of exercise did you do at the gym?
Everything.
I can do push-ups. I'm going to go ahead and do 10 push-ups in your honor right now. Here we go. Are you ready? I'm going to get my back straight. We're going to make this thing out. Here we go. All right. Get on the floor. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, yeah. I got the blood pumping right now. Yes, indeed. Did you say her name was Brian, right?
You're going to have to send me a video of that because I don't know if I believe you.
Man, nobody believes when I do the push-ups. I'm breathing. Let me do 15 more and
don't do them.
You'll hear me breathe.
What is your deal, Jim? You just...
Well, let me tell you, but it's all in the name.
How are you making money?
Jim, right? My name is Jim. And it's because I have an affinity for the gym. I like to go to the gym.
Comedian or something?
What kind of comedian?
The kind that people laugh at?
No, I'm not that kind of
No.
comedian. I'm the kind of comedian that makes people cry. Very sad, very sad. Sad and lonely. Did you know that Senator Bob Menendez got convicted for having those gold bars and that Mercedes Benz today?
So what is that? Do you do this sarcasm thing the whole
No, I
damn
wasn't being
day?
sarcastic about that. That's
Are
hard
you
hit.
tired of it?
That's hard hitting news. I just told you right
I'm
there.
just curious. I'm curious, man.
Now you're curious. So it's not just about being tired. Now I've got your curiosity. Your eyes are opening again. Now I've got you intrigued. I've got you hooked. And this Menendez story is
You're a real. I just don't even know if you're a real person.
I might just be artificial intelligence. I could be an artificially intelligent guy, and those push-ups might just be an algorithm. They may not even be real, but I need to do at least 4 more just to make it sit and settle. Hold on a second here. But I don't know for sure if we can make this happen because we've got to do it here. Let's see here. Let me try to make this thing work here. I'm going to do 15 more, and then you'll hear me breathe. And then that breath will let you know if it's genuine or if I'm just blowing smoke out of my mouth. Okay, hold on a minute. 15 more. Here we go.
I'm gonna have to go on you.
Wait. Just give me 15 seconds because it'll actually be less than 15 seconds. I'll be quick. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now see, it's Brian, right?
No.
It's Chad, Brian. I'm trying to think here. It's Nick.
No,
Nick. It's Nick. All right, so
God.
it's John.
This has been 12 minutes. This call.
No, wait. But I did those push-ups. Okay, listen to this. Just hear me out on this. I know when you do push-ups, you're not supposed to go that fast. But I do it because I am being sympathetic to your time. Your time is valuable.
Shepherd Enterprises?
Gephardt Enterprises, that's right. Gephardt, not Shepherd. It's Gephardt. They must have spelled it wrong. Gephardt Enterprises. So have I convinced you? Number one, I wanted to be able to make sure that I convince you of 2 things. Number one, that I did. What's that? Go ahead.
What? There's nothing to convince you. I ain't gonna convince you anything.
All right. Number one, did I convince you that I did 15 more push-ups?
I forgot about that.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, we'll move on to the second thing. As I slurp my delicious coffee, that's Black Silk Folgers, by the way, in case you were wondering, and I know you were because I could feel it come oozing through the telephone lines. Number 2.
You're drinking coffee?
Yeah.
What is wrong with this guy?
That's what she said. And you can imagine her saying that too. So the second thing is have I convinced you to loan me 120,000 smackers for this business idea? Which is what? What is a business idea? Let's see if you were listening, Nick.
Bourbon pump.
What's that? Bourbon pump. Yes, bourbon pump. Yes, the bourbon pump. You the man. You got it. And what's going to be infused in the bourbon part of the pump? Silver particles. Silver particles. What's going to be infused in the bourbon pump?
Gephardt Enterprise.
No, that's the name of the business. Wrong answer. That's the name of the business.
.io.
.io. No, that's somebody wrote that down wrong. Anyways, what is going to be inserted into the bourbon?
I don't know. I'm
Silver
curious.
particles.
I'm gonna find you, Jim, because I'm curious.
Okay.
You're a funny guy.
That's what she said. Okay, all right. I'll let you get back to work, even though you're tired and you're going home. We've got you a second wind, and
What are you doing the rest of the
I'm here talking to you. I'm actually in the middle of doing some paperwork.
Working.
What are you talking about? I'm not working. What's wrong with you? I work for a living too, you know.
I don't think so, bro. I think you're a comedian.
Oh, okay. I'm a funny guy. You think I'm a funny guy? Do I make you laugh? Is that what it is? Do I make you laugh?
Yeah, Joe Pesci, you know.
I got my Joe Pesci going on. That was a spitting image of Joe Pesci. Yeah, that's right. Let's get some pesto for Joe Pesci. Yeah, that's right.
You think I'm funny?
I think you're a funny guy. I think that's what it is. I think you're a pretty funny guy. And not only do I think you're a funny guy, I think you're hilarious too.
All right, Jim, it's been a pleasure.
All right,
I'll
brother.
give you a call another time. Hopefully you answer.
Sounds good, bro.
Maybe when I need someone to talk to.
I'm always here for you, man. If you need any counseling, you need a shoulder to lean on, well, we can't physically lean on each other, but I'm here to listen. My ear is here to be able to listen to what you got to say anytime you want to call. Day or night. Day or night, except for on
Okay.
Tuesdays from 1 to 2, Saturdays from 7 to 4, Wednesdays from 8 to
All
4.
right, I got your
3.
number.
Okay,
Locked in. See
make
you soon.
sure,
God bless.
write down those times when not to call me. Is MS Schroed still here? Later, pancake. Oh, my goodness gracious. All right. You talking to me? All right. All right. Where are we? Back in the saddle again. You guys are great. Thank you for being. Appreciate you putting up with me. Let's see here. All right. We've got Soul Patch Jackson. Nah, it's a crap show. Yeah. It is a crap show. I hear you, brother. And Worth Went says it's been alive for one assassin. I've been alive for one assassin and two attempted. JFK, Reagan, and now Trump. Never thought I would see one as a grown man. It's crazy, isn't it? The strange thing about it is I think all three of these men were great leaders and all bucked the system. Yes. Yep. True that. True that. All right, MS Road is still here. All right, we've got him. We're going to try to sweet talk MS Road into hanging out with us and even through the scam calls. All right. Chris Clapfan says here, I noticed something. Trump tilted his head a little bit at that second. Yes, it really was a miracle. It really was. Tony Trump is here. We've got Maria Langley is with us. To some Bubba sanitizing the chat again with a bourbon pump. And by the way, since I was on the phone, that was the only way I could really shout him out. But thank him. He gifted 5 Salivate Metal memberships to everybody. So thank you to some Bubba. And thank you to the individual with for the news story. Yes, about Bob Menendez and the $2 super chat. The first super chat of the night. Thank you so much. Appreciate that as we press onward here. We got Do Beyond or something like that. Says here, I apologize, the words run together in that handle. And I've got an inquiry to have YouTube change that, but of course they don't listen to me. Any networks of people online doing business in gold and silver looking for high deductible health insurance plan, preferably run by libertarian, freedom-minded folks. Yet to find anyone doing business in gold and silver for gas, vehicle repair, yes, Central Valley, California. Well, you can set up a network yourself and make it happen. The people of Goldback essentially have facilitated that measure in some of these states where it is legal tender, but I think you can certainly do it for sure. Herb Ash is here. Good to see you. And welcome, welcome. Glad you all are here with us tonight as we continue to press forward. We were supposed to get another one call us, but he never did. Let's see here. Old World Chris chimes in on the live stream. It says this: I've heard that Trump now says he's going to be the Bitcoin president. I'm not sure what to think about that. I don't own any Bitcoin. Well, I hear you. And I would say this, that he's allowing the people the freedom to have Bitcoin and trade in Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin is probably one of the biggest threats to a central bank digital currency. So actually, that's a very good thing. That's a very good thing. Being a telemarketer, no master blaster, that's exactly kind of what I campaign against when I take the enemy. Some telemarketing jobs are fine, but a lot of them are scams these days. But anyways, let's see here. Very good. Let's see here. Mic feedback? Oh, shoot. Okay, thank you. Okay, sorry about that. Let me try something here. Hold on. Testing, check, test. All right. I think what happened there is that I held the phone a little bit too close to the mic, and it caused that feedback loop. So I had to unplug it and plug it back in again. My apologies, but we're back here. All right. Very good. Sorry about that. All right. Thanks for letting me know quickly. And make sure you answer my poll question here tonight. Will gold reach $2,500 by the end of the week? 62% of you say yes. The balance say no. It's a yes or no question. Homestead Aquarius says, thank you, Sal. Yes, indeed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Jay McGuire says, Salgorithm. Thank you for this algorithm. Those do mean a lot, and I appreciate that very much, you guys. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay, hold on a second here. Let's see here. All right. Duke Nukeman says here, thanks for posting this video. Sal, I've been telling folks for months to practice these money-saving methods, and I was met with silence and poker-faced reactions. I will share this, and hopefully folks will listen to you better than they don't listen to me. Well, thank you. All right, I appreciate that, Duke Nukeman. Yeah, this is one of those videos that I thought for sure it seems like when I do tips and trick videos or methods of stacking, that type of thing, they don't do very well. I'm not sure, but anyways, why? But anyways, thank you guys. Stick around. Wise words from Tony Erickson coming very, very soon. Stay tuned for that. Appreciate you guys being here. We've got Quarter says, invest in a better mousetrap. They invent a smarter mouse. That's right, exactly. And how much silver should you own? A guide to silver stacking. Very good. I'm glad this video is getting a little bit of attention. One of says, I never stop stacking. It will never be enough. I used to watch Silver Slacker videos, and he inspired me greatly. Yes, indeed. He definitely knew how to stack it up for sure. Definitely. All right. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, wow. Culture of Currency sold $9,000 worth of silver and got a gold piece for your father. Man, that's very kind of you, Culture of Currency. Wow. All right, let's see what we've got here. Clear Lake Drive here says, as we explore from this video here, gold and silver prices are high, even though this is not happening video. And here's another one from user says, hey, Pinocchio, long time no see. You've been missing me. New sneak peek. I'm buying junk silver now. I bought most of the silver at $12, $13, $14 an ounce. It was 4 years ago by the dips. Trump is the next elected president if you want to know the answer. All right, thank you. All right, very good. Rocky Superstar, good morning. Sal, gold and silver are going to break out to higher levels. Yes, indeed. I think we might see that happen. Before they, according to HSBC, they may fall by next year, but we'll find out. My kid is a grandmaster with algorithmic food and freedom with some algorithm food. Here comes the other one. He's late. But anyways, let's take him in. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah?
Hey, how's it going? It's Brian. You told me to call you back at 6:15. I called you at that time. You didn't answer, so I'm calling you back now.
I would have heard I would have heard the call come through. I had my ringer up really loud. I was here.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
You didn't get it?
I didn't get it.
Huh.
Yeah, I didn't get it.
That's strange. I definitely called.
Okay, well, because I was waiting with bated breath on your call, so I'm glad you called me. It's still time. There is still time, and I am in need of some money for a loan.
Okay.
And but you're probably going to know what I'm going to need the money for. And hear me out on this, because this is going to be very interesting concept. And by the way, this is
when someone says "hear me out," you always know you're going to hear something interesting.
Yes, that's right. Exactly. And I knew that psychological trick. That's exactly why I did that. This is something that's top secret. I'm only telling you because you might be the money man, the money bags guy, right?
Got it.
So
I am the money man, and for the record, everything that you tell me is protected by an NDA. So,
All right, nice. A non-disclosure agreement. I know what that means. Very good. Okay.
sir.
So what the concept is I am in the meat tenderizing business. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And what we do is we do meat tenderizing for all different kinds of food products, including animal products. And
Okay.
so a lot of the horses that you see that die, like the race horses, and horses that die on farms and things like that, or just die from natural causes, we take those horses and we tenderize that meat before we implement it into different food products, food processing. So we do the tenderizing before the processing. And so we take that horse meat and we tenderize it in 2 different steps. The first step is when the horse has deceased, we are called immediately, as soon as possible before rigor mortis sets in, and we do an external tenderization process. Okay? So we have these special tungsten-tipped hammers that we go around the entire horse in the meaty parts, and we tenderize it there on the spot with these very large. Think of a sledgehammer with tungsten-tipped dull edges, not like a meat tenderizer, but large, very large. And we go around the entire proximity of the horse and start the tenderization process. That's what's important because there are chemicals that are released that cause rigor mortis. So we are literally beating the meat of the horse before that sets in. We have satellite offices around the country nearest the closest horse farm so we can make this process happen. That's the first and most important step, and I need funding for that to happen. So we're beating these deceased horses. And what happens is the horse has deceased, is completely gone. We do test to make sure that indeed the horse is not alive. So what we do is we have equipment, special equipment, where we hook up to the horse to make sure they're indeed not breathing, because we do not want to beat a live horse. The goal here is to beat the dead horse. We don't want to beat a live horse to death. We want to beat the dead horse. And that's what this is all about, is beating dead horses. Let me just repeat that again so you make sure you understand it completely. The goal, beating dead horses. We need to beat the dead horse. Do you understand? It's about inflicting, tenderizing the meat of the horse that has been deceased. That's really the idea here. And I haven't even mentioned how silver plays a role in this. We're going to beat the meat. We're going to beat the meat of the dead horse. And when we inject silver, particles injected with semi-sesquial fluid inside of the syringe, it helps the tenderization process right there on the spot. So we are there, and
my coworkers are gonna love this.
Yeah, so
my coworkers are gonna love this.
Great, yeah, make sure. But no, you can't tell anybody. This is between you and me and the bedpost. This is a patent pending process. Is there a bedpost nearby?
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, but you didn't answer the question. That was not a rhetorical question. Is there a bedpost near your proximity at this point in time?
A bedpost?
Yes.
Unfortunately not.
Okay, so that means it's just between you and me. So let me get back to the beating dead horses part. So what happens is the areas of the horse where there's not much flesh, like towards the hoofs, we're not going to be concentrating on that section because there's not much meat to speak of there. We're going to be beating up the leg of the horse where there's meat. On the hindquarters, that's where a lot of the meat is. Maybe somewhere near the shoulders, depending on how strong the horse is. If it's a Clydesdale, it's going to take a lot more beating than it would be a Little Pony, like My Little Pony. We don't want to beat My Little Pony, but we're not above beating My Little Pony because it's a little horse. So so that's really what it's about. It's about beating the horse that's been deceased. We're gonna beat that dead horse. You know what I mean? And I don't mean to belanger what's the word? Belanger the point, or to go too much more about it. But I want you to understand that's what it's about. It's about beating that horse that's already dead, again and again and again, there on the spot, because that's going to help the process and prevent rigor mortis before we can tenderize that meat at the factory once we dissect the horse. But we don't want to get there yet. We're putting the cart before the horse now. We're going to concentrate on the horse and what we're going to be doing to actually beat it with our tenderizing hammer, which is made of what? Just want to make sure you're listening.
Made of silver.
Well, no. The
Just made of
silver is the silver is injected into the horse to help the tenderization process. The hammer is think of a tenderizing hammer, but larger,
Like
like a.
you told me it's like a sledgehammer.
It's like a sledgehammer tipped with what metal?
With what metal? I'm gonna go with I think steel.
No, it's tungsten. Tungsten's harder
No?
than steel.
Tungsten.
Yeah,
Tungsten.
that's going
Got
to
it.
really tenderize that horse meat there right on the property, there on the farm. We're going to be tenderizing them. We'll get 2 or 3 guys, depending on how big the horse is, and we're going to be beating it all up and down and sideways. If it's a real big horse like a Clydesdale, it may be a 2 or 3 man job to beat that horse that's already dead. See what I'm saying?
All right.
But if
I
it's just a
understand.
smaller horse, well, it
Okay.
might be a 1 guy job if he's efficient with the hammer. With that tungsten hammer,
All right.
just hit it really hard.
All
So
right.
that's what we're gonna do.
Listen.
And so
Well,
like,
listen.
and let me just make this point about beating the horse. The
Yeah.
neck muscles are extremely sensitive to this process, and they are one of the first to actually rigor mortarize, if that's a word. So you want to beat there first, beat on the neck portion, and then start beating the dead horse all the way up and down the horse until it's tenderized completely, and the chemical process of rigor mortis cannot take place after that. That's where the silver comes in when we inject it into the body of the dead horse and preventing the stiffness. We want to prevent stiffness in this case. Think of the opposite of Viagra. That's what the silver does. So if you want to disappoint your lady, just inject silver into your veins and then say, I'm not in the mood. But in this case, it really works on the horse big time, especially if you put a horse injector thing in there. Think of a horse pill, but it's in a syringe form. And then you beat that. You just hammer it on that horse. It makes a god-awful sound, but the horse can't feel anything. Why? Because the horse is deceased. So you just hammer that horse down. So what are the 3 areas of the horse that are important to hammer out the most?
You're asking me?
Yeah, I want to see if you were listening.
All right. I'm gonna go with the neck.
Yep.
The leg.
And is that
I forgot.
was that a horn? Did I just hear a horn?
You did hear a horn.
Okay, well I'm not gonna make a joke about the horn. Let's concentrate on the horse right now. I'm gonna ignore the horn
All right.
thing.
Wait. If you don't mind,
Yeah.
I just want to ask you more about the funds themselves.
Yeah,
When
but
would
let's
you
talk.
like to have
Yeah,
them
but
available?
I think I want to make sure you fully grasp the beating dead horses thing. Okay, I need you to
I
understand.
grasp it. I grasp it.
Do you
I
understand?
It's very
Okay,
cool.
you understand
I
that we need to
understand, don't
tenderize a horse, right? You do understand that, right? It's about beating the dead horse, and I want to make sure you know that the horse is dead
I got it.
before we do it. I don't want you to think that we're cruel to animals. They are deceased. We
No.
make sure of it. I want to make sure you understand that.
I understand. So the process to getting the funds are really simple. All I'll need from you is to fill out a quick 5-minute application, which is simple business information, and your last 4 bank statements. And as soon as you send that, my team will evaluate your statements.
Are you going to
Evaluate
want
your
to
file and get
witness
back
the
to you.
horse beating process, the dead horse beating process
No,
before
I'm
we?
good.
I mean, we probably need to vet this. I want to make sure you're completely comfortable in understanding the full implications of me beating this dead horse, or not me personally, but my team spread it out across
I'd love to
horse farms.
see it. I think it's really cool. Maybe
Yeah.
after we fund you, you can send me some videos.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. But we have to make sure it's on a secure connection when we do that, so that when you see the horse beating process in the field, that you can see the tenderization process. It really is kind of an amazing thing, because when you're beating the dead horse, you can almost feel the tissue give way to this sort of tenderization type of feeling, that runs through your veins with this dead horse and the tenderization of the meat. You know what I mean? Not to belabor the point. I don't mean to beat a dead horse here, but I kind of have this inclination to want to go on and on about it, because who doesn't like to talk about beating dead horses? You know what I mean?
I understand, man.
Thank you. I appreciate your understanding of that situation and where my dilemma is about beating dead horses. Thank you.
Yep. So tell me, how much of your business deposit last month?
Oh man, with all the horse beating we've been doing, the dead horse beating. Let me clarify that. With all the dead horse beating we've been doing, we've been so busy doing this. My accounting department's been a little bit lax lately, so I might have to get some of those numbers for you. And
It's just a ballpark estimate. It doesn't have to be.
Well,
exact.
we never do this in the ballpark, sir. I don't think well, number one, it's secret. Number two, I think the baseball folks would be a little bit upset if we pulled dead horses out on second base and started rapping on the horse's hindquarters. I don't think that would be very clever. And most people would probably not really understand the complexity of what's going on there. I wouldn't mind explaining it to them all, especially if I had a microphone like Lou Gehrig did making his big announcement back in the day. But I just don't have the ability or the quandary to make that happen. And I feel in this kind of society we live in today, no one would really understand. So this is why I'm so glad you understand that. But I want you to also understand that we would not never do this at a ballpark of any sort, just so you know. We're responsible people here.
So why don't you tell me how much your business deposits?
Well, because I don't have access to those numbers right now. Like I said, my accounting department's... Yeah, my accounting department's been a little bit lax because we've been in the middle of this. We've all been kind of working pretty hard, you know, and there's a lot of horses to beat. Dead ones. Let me make that abundantly clear. They have been deceased, but not so deceased that they've got rigor mortis setting in. You got to act fast. Time is of the essence when you beat a dead horse.
Got it.
Some of us, we fly out in C-130s to get there. Sometimes we even use military air routes to get there. That's how important this is.
Well, all right. So why don't you text me or email, and I'll send you the application so we can move forward.
Sweet home Pennsylvania. I like how this is going. You're open-minded to this. Sweet home Pennsylvania. Nice. All right. Yeah, let me just make, and before we go, and I appreciate that, I want to make it abundantly clear. We're not beating dead cows.
Horses. Yep.
We're not beating. We're
horses.
only horses. We're only beating dead horses. No cattle. No
Yep.
goats. No muskrats. No badgers. No kangaroos.
I understand, man.
No
So
wallabies.
just send me your
No
email,
wallabies.
I'll send
We're
you
not beating any dead wallabies, sir.
I got it.
We're also-
I got it. So just go ahead, send me
Right,
your email.
okay.
And I'll send you the application.
Sounds good. And also, we're not beating any dead bobcats. I want to get that in there before we go.
Alright.
No dead bobcats will be die. Yeah.
Sounds good, man.
And chickens.
Have a
We're
good
not.
one.
No chickens either.
Got it.
Okay.
All right, bye.
All right.
I
Thank.
gotta go.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye. No dead mice. Dang it! Didn't get the dead mice in there. All right. We pound beavers. I shouldn't have said that. I'm not opposed to pounding beavers. That's right. Oh my goodness gracious. All right. All right. This one I may clip out for a separate video. Do you think that was pretty clever? Beating dead horses? I went on and on about beating a dead horse. All right. Hopefully y'all appreciated that. All right. Let's get over here to Annie Oakley. Says here, I just keep my spare $100 under my mattress. No one will find it there. Great report, Sal. And what a lovely stack. Thank you, the lovely Annie Oakley. I appreciate you. Lovely girl commenting on my lovely stack. Rusty Nail, good morning, Sal. Good morning, Rusty Nail. Appreciate you, brother. I think we saw Rusty Nail on here earlier. And we've got here from the UHA. Says, I-bonds are a good place to put cash. You can put $10,000 a year. SGov also is a good pick. Yeah, I've heard some good and bad things about I-bonds. Almost consider doing it in it's like, oh man, goodness gracious. Oh, thank you, Dean R. Appreciate that. By the way, stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss the Tony Erickson quote. It is coming. Is Tony Erickson still here? Edwin Tan says, good morning. Like number 160. Thank you. Good morning, Sal. Resilience is your middle name. You're the best. Thank you, Michael K. I appreciate that, brother. And folks like you keep me going, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you, Marcus Aurelius. Glad you enjoyed that. Thank you, Bill457. You are awesome. And King Crown Tiger State. The state says this. Let's get to this. Make this thing happen. It says here, where does this ongoing and a record-breaking amount of sales of $200 million a month at Costco fit in the story of people not buying, which of course most people are doing with credit cards, so they don't seem to care about the interest rates that they are going to have to pay on the already pricey items like they were. Does Costco fit into the story? Everyone else is having a hard time selling gold and silver right now except Costco, which is having no trouble at all. Now that report, good question, and here's the answer. That report is actually from a couple of months ago, and before the prices really started jutting up. And so they just ran with it, kind of saying use the same number, but we don't know what last month's numbers are. My guess is they're much lower. But it could not be. It may be that people are seeing it and reselling it too, because with the rewards, they can take those and resell them for a little bit more than what they paid if they're getting them for a considerable amount under spot. So very good. JM Unleashed is here. JM Unleashed, you missed which I think was a really good scammer call, maybe one of my best. If you get a chance to rewind and check that out, JM Unleashed, good to see you. Glad you're here. And Maxime Chelver says this. Before Yellen, it was Rosie Rios. Miss Rios is now working at Ripple. Trade for gold and silver as a tokenized item, scale instantly. Rosie Rios, I think, was the treasurer of the United States. I don't think she was. Oh, maybe she was. I don't know. Maybe she was. Maybe I got mistaken. There's a difference between the treasurer and the secretary of the treasury. All right. Bikini Olskiaran says this. I need to sell my gold and silver kind of fast. I live in New York City, but I really don't like the prices. And shops here are telling me I don't know I'm going to get what I know they're going worth, but I'd rather get a fellow stacker a good deal than places around. Do you have any suggestions? Well, you can look on social media. Instagram is one place, but it's risky for both the buyer and seller in that case, especially if you're just new to doing it. So I'd be very, very careful with that. Let's see here. We've got Bullion Addict says, these government departments now know what's going on. It's just very rare for them to come out and admit it. Yep, that's true. Very, very true. And No IQ says, great video, Sal. I bought my first piece of gold today. It's been a while. It's a 10th ounce, 4/9 fine. I'm working getting my gold to silver ratio down. Congratulations, No IQ. That is awesome. I'm so proud of you. Glad you're able to buy some gold again. I don't know if he's still here or not, but that's a great comment, and congratulations. Very good. All right. Let's see here. We've got here, NH Greg says, if nothing else, your reactions are worth the price of admission. There's a lot of these that are not my cup of tea. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed that. Yeah, I was not shy about my opinions in some of these designs. I appreciate that. It's called market manipulation, and it's classy, says Lars Job. Yep, I hear you, brother. Sure is. Andy Gold, good to see you. We got C130 is here. Glad to see all you folks with us here tonight. And we've got the sign up says, I agree with you. Agree with your doubts. HSBC is lying. It has been for 10 years of a bull run. The analysts, analysts are paid to influence the population. We are smarter than them. Yes. No, and I do agree with that sentiment too. However, I'm actually leaning more towards that being a possibility, though, in 2025 sign up. But, we'll see. But, again, take anything for a grain of salt, even my opinion, for sure. All right, very good. Let's get here. Very good. Oh, thank you, Marcus Aurelius. That's high praise, too, because I love Monty Python. They're great. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let's see here. We've got gold and silver. The lower it goes, the more I can buy. There you go. It's a way to do it. And domestic energy assets has a very important thing, and I'm going to probably need to do a video on this. And this is very important. This happens, it seems like, ever so often. HSBC are obviously talking BS. And by the way, why have I been unsubscribed from your channel? Well, domestic energy assessments. I hope you will hear my response. Sometimes that happens. I've noticed some people get kicked off the subscription list. It is not of my doing. I want more subscribers, not less. And by the way, the only way that I can kick you off is if I ban you. And of course, I would never ban Domestic Energy Assessments. He is a very valuable member of the community on this channel, and I appreciate you. So I hope you heard that response. We love you, brother. All right, UK Dark says, informative video, thank you, and lovely gold on display again. I was wondering what's your favorite personal piece from your collection. Well, thank you. If you've not seen this video from this morning, that's what he's referring to. I show some pretty interesting gold pieces. And my favorite gold pieces in this video, it is a 2009 Ultra High Relief gold coin. Hands down, that's my favorite. Cyber Curtain Twitcher is here. Good to see you. We got Tom Larson is here tonight. Appreciate it. And Michael K chimes in on this and says this. I don't believe for a moment the banks are just trying to stop us from buying gold. Oh yeah, the banks. Yep, you know, and other people agree with you, yep, and I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. But they have been pretty bullish on gold for most of the year here. But anyways, but thank you. And again, thanks for the comments. Whenever I do videos, I try to showcase some pretty neat pieces in the video because I am sort of stream of consciousness when I do my reports, and so try my best to showcase some interesting items on the video. So thank you so much. Andrew McCullough, goals now 2467. Could we see 2500? We very well could be. In fact, we're going to look at the markets again here in a moment, even though we typically don't do it on a Tuesday. But I guess we'll have to wait and see. That's right, no IQ. True that. Cyber Curtain Twitcher on this video from this morning. It says this here, and I quote directly, my dollar cost average on my gold is nowhere near as good as it is on my silver, but I still wouldn't be opposed to lower gold prices. Me either. I'm with you on that. Sign-up says silver will react last. They are holding the ball underwater right now. Wait till they let go. That will be a moonshot. I do agree that the gold-to-silver ratio is still unusually high even now. And even though we should be used to the high gold-to-silver ratio, it still seems crazy insane right now in my view. It should be much lower. I'm thinking it should be, right now, it should be about 55, 60 to 1. But anyways, all right. Richard Metcalf on this says this. I had to come back and leave this comment on this video. They raised fist under fire speaks volumes of the man's character. I can only imagine how Biden would have reacted. Yep, you're right. That's true. True. Very good. All right. Bill 457 is on your screen right now. At the very bottom of your screen, you can see it there. All right. Let's see. And let's see. Very good. It's also the PayPal address, too. Dean. There we go. He says here, Dean R. Stay tuned, folks. Wise words from Tony Erickson. I don't know if he's still here, but you're going to hear him in a minute. The more I watch YouTube videos, the less I have trust in anything the government these banks have to say. You know, I hear you. And a good reason. Here it is. Here is the quote from Tony. As my good friend Tony said, DEI equals didn't earn it. Boom, shalaka. Nailed it with that one. That's great. All right, very good. And we've got Shadowwork says, I'm patiently awaiting for the end of summer sale with a target of $22.50 around the end of August, mid-September. All right, there we go. Will that happen? We shall see. Nesmaniac says, really doesn't matter too much because if gold drops to, say, 2,000, then the dollar is going to go further and make up the same difference. One's predicting this probably wants to buy more. Yes, very well could be. Very well could be. All right, and we've got the Cemetery Shop. Nice stack. I see you're into diversity. It's another all-time high. It's a no dip today. Yes, indeed. That's right. No dip today. Gary Croft says, 2 weeks ago, I said on here that gold will make another all-time high. I was laughed at the comments. They're not laughing now. That's exactly right. You were right. Very, very true. David G says, thanks, Sal. Great day for gold, silver. Sad day for me. Lost my African gray parrot. That's been with me for 35 years. David G. Whoa. I never knew parrots lived that long. I'm so sorry. Wow, what a loss. I'm so sorry to hear that. Man, a parrot. Could your parrot talk? I don't know. I kind of wish he was in here right now. David Carlisle is here. 97 thumbs up. We might get 100 tonight. I'm not sure. Jamestown says, I've been buying more goldbacks this week. Thanks for the video. Well, thank you, sir. Although I would not advise to buy goldbacks to stack, only to collect or transact. Very good. Let's see here. Of course, they earned it. They are all in some of the most prominent positions the world over. How dare you? Yes, that's right. Man, let's see here. Let's move up. Count Derpala is here. Elon Trump, still cheap, buy more. Let's explore. There you go. That's right. There you go. And we've got this from Gabriel. Do not comply. Do not buy. Vote with your wallet. There you go. Yep. Get across. Tell HSB to stop buying gold. Maybe that is it. Maybe that's what they're trying to do. You know, we'll see here. They live up to 90 years. Wow, pears can live up to 90 years. I did not know that. Okay, speaking of older folks, no one has seen a Metal Seer lately. Has anybody seen Metal Seer on any other channels commenting? I don't have a way to contact him, but we usually see him here. He's an older fella, so I hope he's okay. But anyways, so yes, indeed. All right. Glad you guys are with us tonight. Let's see here. Coins A to Z. I hope he's doing well too. He had surgery for his hernia. And he says spot price is always relative to the currency it's valued in. That's right. No currency, no price, only trade value. That's right. Gold is gorgeous. That's exactly right. Annie Oakley, who I think might still be listening, although I think she's traveling. She says here, what a crazy time to be alive. Buckle up. That's right. Buckle up. And Buttercup, too. You got to tell me you got to call me Buttercup, Annie Oakley. If you're going to tell me to buckle up, you got to call me Buttercup. Let's see here. Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's been a week or so since seen Metal Seer. I hope he's okay. We pray for him. And we've got this from Cemetery Shop. It's going to $2,500. Going to happen, says Cemetery Shop. That means if he's here, he's probably voted in my poll. 63% of you say that's going to happen. Robert Kemp says, I'm from the UK, Sal. Greatly appreciate your videos and information. Steadily sculpting a brighter future. Way to go. That's awesome, my friend. Full on. Onward and upwards. Go Chick. Kind of contradicts last vid, Sal. No retreats. Well, actually, it doesn't, Gold Chick. Because what I reported on in the last video is what somebody else says is going to happen with gold. And I even mentioned in this video that you should check that video out. Because it's about what somebody else said. And actually, even in this video, I kind of am in agreement with HSBC. And I think we might see more banks come out and say it, more analysts say it. But who knows? All right, Dean. All right. Thank you, Dean R., for being here tonight. Appreciate you. Yes, indeed. All right, SDRC says, when adjusted for inflation, the all-time high was over $3,300 in February 1980. That's exactly right. Sure was. Yep, you're right. Domestic energy assessment. Sal, do you know why I was unsubscribed to your channel? It's a YouTube glitch thing. And anybody where that's happened, understand it. It's not me that is doing it. All right. Thank you so much, Steve Lapointe. Thank you so much. Thanks for popping in. Tell Coin Crew I said hello. It's a Coin Crew, Mrs. Coin Crew, that I said hello. And let's see here. We've got No IQ. Says this. Keep doing what you're doing, Sal. Giving us the news. You don't have a crystal ball. You're only making us aware of how fast things can change. Thank you. Thank you for understanding, No IQ, because I did get some pushback on this. And I appreciate that, because context is everything and all that. So thank you so much, No IQ. Appreciate your kind words. Hold your gold and pray. That's right, 66 Sam. That about sums it up. Hold on to your gold, for sure. We've got Jeff Nelson says, going up like a nitro, wonder if a crash will ever come. I understand. When they're like this, we just kind of tend to be more bullish on it. Let's see exactly what's happening in the Asian markets right now. Is gold continuing to climb? Well, let's find out. Barely, but it is. In fact, it's reached a new all-time high. Yeah, the house band is pretty good. Yeah, they're a pretty good band. They do some pretty good covers, no question about that. So gold is up 50 cents now. It was hitting to $24.70 and 10 cents. That's $30 away from $2,500. Let that sink in, folks. $24.69.60 right now, and silver's kind of flatline there. This is pretty amazing, folks. Yes, indeed. Pretty amazing indeed. Flutter tongue. I wonder if I have a good flutter tongue. I don't know. The old cunnilingus. I'm not sure, but I have to check it out. All right, let's see what we've got over here. We've got Count Slurpula. It says here, and I quote directly, oh, almost twice. Count Slurp is going to get a double shot on this. Because I accidentally hit it twice. So you're going to see that Count Slurpula. He's Count Derpula here, but we call him Count Slurpula. But before we get to Count Slurpula, let's take a scammer. Oh, yeah. Auto dial. Hello? Hello?
Hello,
Hi.
this is Janice. How are you doing today?
Okay.
This call is in regards to offer you exclusive discounted rates on your electricity usage. If you're interested to save on your electric bill, please say yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Uh-huh.
Thank you. Let me transfer the call to the account representative. Stay on the line.
Representative.
Your call is very important to us.
Yeah, that's what they all say.
You'll be transferred to the next available agent.
Is it wrong to find entertainment watching those that refuse to hear anybody else's side? Because I got popcorn with no salt or butter. It's not bad. All right, I like that. Thank you, Count Derpula. Algorithm food from Matt Bittner. And I've got the on-hold music not on speakerphone. Oh.
Yes, hi, this is Patricia. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm pretty good. Thank you so much for asking, sir.
You're welcome. Are you a pataka? Are you a pataka?
You are Patricia?
Are you a chutia or a benchod? Or you are a pataka? Which one are you?
Oh, you can say you both of them.
What? I can say both of them.
You can say you are both of them. Oh.
Lode mumele gandu. Lode mumele chutia. All right. Oh, all right. Sent you an email, pictures of the horses and a guy with a hammer. All right. I don't see it yet, but I'll check him out. I'll be on lookout for that. But thank you, Bill. Yes, indeed. E-Cord is here. Good to see E-Cord. And by the way, I'm open to push-ups. I'm actually will do a sale right now since it's been kind of a light night. Yes, indeed. That means what I do, for those of you new here, usually for every $1 donated via Super Chat, I do 1 push-up or exercise. Now I'm going to do 2. Any donated through PayPal, friends, and family, I do 2 usually. Now I'm going to do 3. 3 for those. So it's indeed very good. All right. Tomoko's Enterprise. Next thing will be our buck worth more than yours, bud. It has happened before. Yes. How long has it been since that's happened? That's a very good point, Dean. Makes me wonder. I don't know. All right. Let's see here. Let's get down to it. We're going to go back in time again. Do they chrome the magnet? I think they did chrome the magnet, Mr. McFuse. That's a good question. I think they did chrome that. And it's 10 years later. Greg Williams, that was an amazing demo. Awesome Tower of Silver as well. Couldn't help but notice those 2 big buggers holding up the tower. Very nice. Thank you. Yes, indeed. I might do that again. That was a fun video. Brian the Log, that's pretty sick, Salivate. Man, I could imagine throwing a magnet like that down a pure silver hallway. Wicked slowdown. It sure would be. Can you imagine? Liquid Electrum, say no more. $5. That means I owe him 10 push-ups. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you very much. And very kind of Jam Unleashed. If you do send it via PayPal, friends and family, make sure to put your channel name in there or your account name so I can properly thank you. So let's do 10 push-ups for Liquid Electrum. You are the man. Thank you, my friend. Here we go. All right. Getting the blood flowing here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There we go. All right. Yeah. Nice. There we go. Very, very good. Thank you so much, my friend. And we've got Greg Williams. I like the Pillars of Engelhard. Great movie title. I may have slightly smaller pillar yet to make my appearance. Yes, indeed. Oh, it was fun. Fun indeed. And McFuse says, well, they cost all these magnets with something. If you break it, it's black inside. Yes, indeed. Some of these new dimmy magnets, I'm not sure. At the inside. Very good. Okay, David G is here. African Gray was a chatterbox. She would ring like a phone, answer it, carry on a one-sided conversation, then say bye. David G, that is amazing. Let me ask you this. I'm so intrigued by that, and parrots who can do that. It's just mind-blowing to me. I mean, and if you don't, that's okay. But if you have any recordings of her, I would love to hear those. If you can somehow email them to me. Oh, that would just be so cool, man. That's wild. All right. Very good. Stacker Factor is here. Yes, indeed. There you go, Stacker Factor. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome, indeed. All right. All right, we got some algorithmic food from the global warmer on this video. And we've got O's Altbridge Company says $3,600 on the ounce will be the new gold standard. Yes, and that is pretty much near the all-time high for sure. Very good. Oh, man, thank you so much. Oh, thank you, JM Unleashed, adjusted for inflation and for the, for the exchange rate. $5 US from JM Unleashed is $6.84 Canadian. Thank you, my brother. Let's give him 10 push-ups. Have a good night, Cybercurrent Twitcher. Appreciate you. And you guys check out, I haven't seen a video from Stacker Factor in a while, but check his channel out. Sure he still has his videos up. Check out Stacker Factor. Let's do 10 push-ups for the one and the only JM Unleashed. Has unleashed the fury. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I can feel that in my bones and in my muscles. Oh man, goodness gracious. All right. Oh yeah. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? And let's see here. Let's see here. Rusty Nail says, good evening, Sal. Good evening to you, and I appreciate your kindness. And 365 Days of Silver. Another great video, Sal. Very thought-provoking as always. Well, thank you, my friend. Try to be, and I appreciate your kindness. David McKenzie, gold and silver is real money. Let that sink in. Exactly right. Let it sink in. I agree with that. Liquid Electrum, yes, thank you so much. He said they are real. China Mitchell on this video about the U.S. Mint offerings says this, and I quote directly. A great video and strange info. We had the state quarters and now the national park quarters. That was cool, but I didn't like the new nickels. They were weird. The Mint can stop making our money. Freaky and strange. Yes, indeed. Yes, I'm not a big fan of the nickel design either. It's okay, but low relief and kind of a flat-looking Jefferson facing forward. Dan W., good to see you, Dan. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. And, oh, wait a second here. We just got this. Oh, my goodness gracious. I should have known. It's the No IQ with $25. PayPal, friends and family. That means I owe him 75 exercises. And we got to get right down to it. For No IQ, the one and the only. Boom shalaka. Boom. Wow, all right, here we go. Let's start with, we're going to break this up in a couple different areas here. Let's see if we can do, we got 75 to do for him, so let's do this. See if we can do 15 push-ups here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. All right, so 15 take away 75 is what? That means, let me see here. Let me just do this. I'm going to do 15 curls. No, I'm going to do 15. I'm going to do 15 leg lifts or razor kicks here, as Liquid Electrum calls them. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. So that's a total of 30. Now we need 45 more, if my math is correct. 45 more. I haven't done the razor kicks in a while. I felt that one. Dang. All right. 45 more exercises. Let's see if we can do 20 curls. All right. Phew. For no IQ, he couldn't pass up a good sale. Here we go. And by the way, the sale's over now. I'm going to be tired after this, I think. And I got to work on another video, but let's see here. These push-ups are like beating a dead horse. That's right, exactly. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So now we need to do 25 more exercises. All right. A little quick wind grab here. I'm gonna do some jumping jacks now. Switching things up. Here we go. All right, let's see. You know, I might see if I can do 25 extra jumping jacks. Let's see. These are usually pretty quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Whoa. I tell you what. Yeah, I need a tungsten hammer for these muscles. I need to untenderize my muscles. They're too tender. Very good. That's money he saved by not going to Starbucks. Thank you, No IQ. Yeah. And you know what? I found the trick to those jumping jacks. And I'm going to do it every time, even though it's hard to count, hard to speak. But if you hold your stomach in tight, you're working your stomach muscles as you do that. Kiana's Flex Appeal back in the day, she was a great fitness motivator. No, I have not seen Kiana's Flex Appeal. But anyways, very good. So thank you, No IQ. Wow. Very kind of you, sir. Kevin LaTulipi was going to trade some silver for gold, but now I think I should just hold off and see what happens because I'm ahead on silver and would like have to pay more premiums to convert. Yep, I think that's probably a smart idea. I do agree with that. Very good. All right. Richard Vaughn says, thanks, Sal. When I see big moves in the metals, I always turn to you to keep me informed. Well, thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Although I encourage you to check other places too, but thanks for keeping me in mind for some of the news. I appreciate that so very much. All right, 1977 John Boy says this on the Metals Complex video today, the following. Seems strange that people thought the price would drop because China stopped buying. Now banks saying it's going to drop. All that's happened is it's gone up, up, up. They don't like that we are buying more of it than they are, methinks. Yeah, a lot of people feel the same way as you do on that, for sure. All right, let's see here. Mark B is here. Mark B, I hope you got your power back and you're doing okay. Good to see you. Eagle Steve is here. But Mark B, hope you didn't get any damage to your property. I know you were without power for a long time. Hopefully I heard they were going to get back online by tonight, so it sounds like they did. His windows almost blew out. All right, we got two eagles. Sal, it's called inflation. Gold will continue to rise as the currency to buy that gold is worth less and less. No, I hear you. But although they're not always tied with each other. I'm going to pause on buying. I would buy this price that's rallied significantly, then came back down to current levels. But a pullback from time to time is likely, in my opinion. Yes, exactly. And that's what I mean by not being tied exactly to inflation. It's not as constant as inflation is. That's why some of the dips we're seeing. But the feeling, where it really proves itself is higher lows. It's higher lows. Yes, indeed, as you go through on time. The dips are going to be pulling back to higher lows than before. Unaffiliated with some algorithmic emoticons on this video, and I appreciate that. Definitely. All right. And Fifi Levray says, HSBC, you mean like the major bank shorting silver? BS. They have traded like crap and now trying to unload their bags. They're not even giving any analysis on why gold is bearish. Just a price target pulled from a hat. Well, I think they did. I think I hopefully I articulated some of the reason why they felt like because China has paused buying for 2 full months now, and there's not as much physical buying of gold in India and China right now. Whoa, the first ever super chat from Dan W. Everybody give him a big thanks and give him a big thumbs up on this. Thank you, Dan W. And a special shout out to Dan W. For being here and putting up with my antics and my political views. So thank you, Dan. And the sale is over, but we're going to still give you 5 push-ups, brother. And thank you for that. Let's go ahead and give him 5. And again, thank you for putting up with me and for your tolerance of my views. And everybody here, appreciate it. Thank you, Dan W. Here we go. Let's do it here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Getting my workout tonight. Oh, yeah. All right, let's see here. Very, very good. And let's see here. J.M. Elise, a friend of mine, has been dating a Chinese girl for quite some time. Her dad came over to visit them and told my friend to give him all his gold. Moral of the story, don't tell your girlfriend about your gold. Yes, that's right. Wow. Oh, man. All right, let's see. Let's refresh this one more time. I'm going to have to go here soon. So let's go over here. Jeff Nelson says, gotta say nobody has as much info every day about the precious metals market. Great people and fun. Thanks, Tucson Bubba. Thank you, Jeff Nelson. And got a channel gift membership from Tucson Bubba tonight. That's awesome. Thank you. Thank you. And David Boyd, I hope to get 1 more ounce of gold this year. Doing okay on silver and lead, though. Very good. Nice. Yes. It's good to have some in your portfolio. I agree with that. And Headrock says, sure, I'll do it in just a second. Give me my 2 tons of silver I have in the closet. There you go for this experiment 10 years ago. Cyber Curtain Twitcher from this long ago. Superb. What better way to share those bars and with a little experiment? That's one hell of a magnet you have there. I want one now. Well, this is before CCT came up with his CCT silver slide. And if it's for the answer, you have a good laugh at the same time. Yes, indeed. That's right. Because I think it was since then that he created his silver slide. Silver Sanctum says, nice visualization on this one. Thank you so much. All right, folks, a little dip back in the past. And I thank you guys for being here tonight. I have to go because I've got to work on tomorrow's video. The work never stops, but you guys are worth it, and I appreciate you being here tonight. So I'm going to leave you with this sage piece of advice, and that is to keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. And seriously, thank you all for your support and kindness. And have a good night, and we will see you back here on Friday night at the same time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Take care.